We also touch on how to read EEPROMs. Here's another little thing I got in the mail today. The GQ-4X USB EEPROM programmer, which is great for either dumping ROMs, burning chips. Very exciting. It's got a 40-pin adapter on there. At the moment there's a 32-pin chip in there. And I'm going to give it a go and just see if I can read whatever's on that chip. I don't know what's on that chip, but the date stamp's 9751, so I suspect it's probably off. I think I ripped a whole bunch of chips off, what were they? Modems, actually. Pretty sure it was off modems, so we'll see if I can get anything to happen. You always know you're off to a good start when you are have the chip installed the wrong way. With this little program, it's quite simple to, I mean, it tells you right there. I mean, you pretty much punch in the model number of the chip and it tells you how to insert it and whether it requires an adapter. So we'll just give it a go now. Writing code? No. Read. Where's read? Rockwell. There you go. Wow, I dumped my first EEPROM. Look at that right there. Rockwell is a very well-known modem chipset manufacturer. Wow, well, that was easy. So there you have it. That's how you do that. Cool. So writing them, apparently I'll want to use some external power for that, but reading them I can just use good old-fashioned USB. This particular model doesn't have any serial or parallel interface. Product of Canada from MCU Mall. Let's try another chip, shall we? Where are my chips? There they are. So I'll just flip this back to the flip it over to full screen. Any way to clear this junk off the screen? Not really. So we'll just, I guess, disconnect the EEPROM. We'll look for one a bit different this time. Hopefully I didn't, these aren't all off modems. Got some shorter looking ones. A nice big AMD looking one. Oh, there's two AMD ones. What do we got? AM27C256. The notch is up this end, and if history repeats itself, I'll install it along here. Lock it down, and select device. So we want to do a search for AM27C 256, and it's found it, which is fantastic. So you simply select it, tells me which way to install it, which I've already done. No adapter required, which is good because I don't have any adapters. And I'll just go up to read. And that can't have been a very big chip. Okay, let's see if we can find any brand names in here. Certainly there's a lot of squiggly stuff. Jibber jabber. This one's boring. Well, this is a terrible chip to pick. Let's pick another one. Let's go with, what do we reckon? That one you can actually see the label, so notch faces north. Lock it in. Head back over to select device. We are searching for a 29EE. Dinner's ready. Why does it always happen when I'm recording things? I'm just going to go with the top one. It does have SST in front of it, and it doesn't look like. Ooh, I don't know. See what happens. Oh, I've got it in like that, so let's go to a read. Another Rockwell chip. So there you have it. I stole all these off modems. Cool. Hang tight and I'll get you a really cool one. 1 second. This one's for all you folk out there with a Mega PC 386SX. I'm going to go ahead and dump the BIOS, just in case you ever need to burn your BIOS chip. So first step is to remove the label. By removing the label, we then have access to the chip type, which is an AM27C512. So now using that knowledge, I can put in the thing, dump away. Cool. So like previously, go in and type in the name of the chip. It'll come up hopefully, which it did. No adapter needed. Do a read in the corner. Then reads the little chip. And I guess that's the BIOS. Oh, there we go, Quadtel Corp. Now I just save it and we're all good. Call it 386SX.bin. Thanks for watching. Never knew it could be so easy. RetroJunkie.net for more learning videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks. Okay, so what we're going to do this evening is try copying a ROM from a PC. This particular one is an Award BIOS. And then we're going to erase the chip. Oh, what is it doing? De-stick. Oh. We're going to erase it through the quartz window there using the EEPROM eraser from somewhere in Asia. And once that's done, we're going to put it back into the machine, make sure nothing works, and then we're going to flash the chip with the file we saved earlier, just to make sure that it actually works. So technically it will be the first chip I've ever flashed. So let's get started. First step is to identify the chip. This one is an M, going to here, M27C512. And there it, whoa, sorry about the focus there, folks. It's hard doing this. So manufacturer is ST, that's correct. ST is right there on the chip. Select. It updates its little thing. Read. Read completed. Verify. Device is verified. Give it an ID. There we go. And now all that's left to do is save. Now we'll call it award-orig.bin. And now that's saved to the desktop there, nice and safe. So now we need to erase it. Now you might say, Shane, how do you erase one of these? Well, it's all to do with UV light. What happens is the UV light passes through the quartz window. It's not glass, but quartz. A very specific wavelength. And it pretty much erases the chip that's in there. It's a very fascinating technology, actually. Very analog. So I'll pop that in the baking tray and I'll leave that running for a little bit. I'll hook it up and show you now. There's a lot of sticky goop on the quartz window there, so I want to give that a clean so that the UV can get through. So I've got some shower power from Oz Clean, Citrus Fresh. I hope it's like that Gooby Gone stuff. I'm just going to put a bit of that on the end of this cotton tip and hopefully it'll all just disappear. Stay tuned. That window is about as clear as it's going to get. So next step is to put the little microchip into the thing, EEPROM eraser. It's got a timer. I need to plug it in. Hope it doesn't catch fire. It's 3, isn't it 3 minutes? How does this thing work? 2, 3. Oh, but then the real timer starts there. Whatever. I've got to work out how long I need to erase this for. Be right back. 10 to 15 minutes. So it depends. The worse the chip is or the older the chip is, the longer it'll take to erase. But if you erase it for too long, it destroys all the floating gates, whatever that means. So you don't want that happening, because that will damage the chip irreversibly, and that would be pointless. What you can do though is, after it's erased for a while, you can go and check it, go do a read on the chip and see if it has anything on it. That's one way to do it. I think this little program has a checker to check if it's blank, if it's been blanked correctly. So we'll try that out as well. About 8 more minutes to go. Actually, come to think of it, I may need to use, I don't know what voltage this chip writes at. Hopefully the program will determine that for me. And hopefully it is 5 volts, because I don't have a 9 volt adapter to go into this. All of mine are the opposite polarity, which is pretty bad. Mega Drive power adapters. Model 2 works, but the plug is wrong, so I need to try and find an adapter real quick. Alright, so here's the big test. Here's the chip. So I'll just give it a read. Wow. I don't believe it actually worked. Look at all those F's. That was for 10 minutes. Fantastic. So now, is this a blank check? Chip is blank. Well, there you go. That's good. Now I just need to open award.org. I don't know what these settings are. I'm just going to assume they're right. So look right at the top. Yeah, it had the copyright thing stretched out like that for whatever reason. So it does right. We now have VPP and VCC enabled. 40%, 50%. So that's pretty incredible. I didn't seem to complain too much. So let's go and read the chip again. That looks about right. Now the ultimate test is popping it back in the PC. Actually, I probably should have tested the blank chip in the PC. Hindsight. Huh. Never mind. Alright, so at the moment the PC does nothing. No BIOS is obviously a bit of a showstopper. This particular main board has some pretty bad issues though. Its keyboard doesn't work. Battery corroded and leaked and corroded everything. So I'll just install the BIOS chip back in. Power. We're using the Pico power supply for this one, which might excite some of you out there. And okay, it was already on. Success. That's as far as I got last time. So it works, and that was my first flash. Thank you, M27C512. You will always be in my heart. M27C512, M27C512. He's a great chip, yeah. Thanks for watching, I hope you've learned something. I'll do this exact same setup with, not with this PC, but with this PC, which has a working keyboard port, so we can have a bit more of a play around with it and test it with the chip replaced, because that is it's got a window on it underneath that sticker. And these boards are just, I mean, that's got VLB on it though, but local bus. But they're of no use to me, so I might as well learn how to do this properly, and so far so good. Thanks for watching. I'm glad I actually achieved something here today. RetroJunkie.net for more. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out RetroJunkie.net.